Hello friends, welcome to our course of solution channel. In our previous video of authorization series, we have learned how you can make the elegant relationship and the pivot tables. Now in this video we are going to learn about the multi-authentication because it is very helpful in our authorization. So I'm going to teach you how you can make this in very easy steps. Okay, so first of all, we have already installed the Laravel, so just go in our and type php artisan make auth. And you can see authentication scaffolding generated successfully. Okay, go to our browser and hit the refresh, and once you refresh the page, you can see this is our refresh. This is our home page, and click on the login and just put the user which we have created in previous video, the john@j.com. okay, and the password is 123456. hit the enter, and you can see we have logged in successfully. Okay, so now what is the next? The next thing is we are going to make the multi-auth. For this, what we have to do, just go to our HTTP controller. In our controller you can see this is our auth folder. Just copy the auth folder and paste in controllers folder, and you can change the name with admin auth. Okay, hit the OK button, and you can see we have just created a duplicate auth with the name admin auth. Okay, go to our login controller and change the namespace, because now this time our namespace, our folder name is admin auth, not auth. Okay, so this is our admin auth, and the next thing is go to config folder and go into the auth file, and you can see the defaults is an array, and here is a default guard is web, and the file password, this is user is our password table. So there is a guard, the default is web driver is session, and provider is user. So just copy this guard, because we have creating multi-auth, so we need two types of guards. One is for normal user and second is for the admin user. Okay, and now you can see I have replaced it with admin, and the provider is admins. Okay, go to the providers array, and you can see here is providers array. By default auth provide the users provider, but we need the admins provider because we have defined in here that's admin has the provider admins. So just type the admins, don't make any mistake in spelling, otherwise you will get error. Okay, now you can see there is a driver, uses allocant, and model is app user model. But you can do same thing with user, but I'm going to change it with admin model for better clarification, and go into our HTTP folder. Okay, sorry, we are going to app folder and going to create a model for admin. You can place your model in any directory, but I'm not going to do this. I'll just create a normal model. The model is admin. Just create it. Copy all the things in admin for user file, user model file, and just change the class name is admin. Okay, because we have a model of admin. Paste it here and do not do this anything. Okay, so yeah, you already know that Eloquent uses the model name same as it is table name, for just adding the s. Means suppose your model is users, so your table will be users. For this I'm not going to create any other table, just I'm going to type protected $table and give a name is users. Okay, so sorry, okay, so just type it protected $table and users. Now you have successfully created your admin model. Go to login controller, and you have successfully created your provider. Just save it, go to our login controller. But before going to login controller, you have to give some routes, and you can see once I type php artisan route list, there is displaying some route list for login. This is method is get, URI is login, and the action is app http controllers or login controller @ show login form. And here you can see in our web routes web.php file, all the routes are declared here, and you can see this is the routes. Okay, so now I'm going to create same routes for our admin controller. Okay, so what we have to do, just type the same thing here. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to create a path for login controller for admin to open the login form. But before do this, you have to do one more thing with resource. Okay, go into resources folder, in views folder, and just copy the auth folder, because all views are declared here. For this is for password and this is for login. Okay, so I'm going to paste. I'm going to paste here and change the name of admin. That's it, nothing else. Okay, so this is our auth login, and this is our auth views, and this is our auth admin views. Go into login and just type the admin login. Means this is our admin login form, this is our admin login form, and the other is, which is in auth folder, this is only user login form. Okay, now this is all these things is clear. Now what is the next step? I'm going to make the routes for our admin. So what we have to do, I have to type the route get and type the admin slash login. Okay, and the next thing is I have to give the controller name. Okay, so I'm going to do the controller name. It's first of all I have to give the folder name where is our controller. So go to http controllers and this is admin auth. So just type admin auth. In admin auth we have a login controller, so just type the login controller, and you can see in login controller there is a method is show login form. So just type the show login form. Okay, and give it a name. And just see, I'm going to name is admin login. Okay, so I'm giving the name is admin login. Save it and go into your login controller, and you can see we have not any show login method in our login controller, but you can see here is an authenticates user. Just click on it, and this is, you can see here is our show login form. Just copy it and override in your controller, because we are working for multi authentication and we are creating a admin controller, admin login form. So just paste it in admin login controller and override the show login form and change the auth admin to login, because now is our login for admin is under the folder auth admin, and here you can see there is an auth admin folder. In auth admin folder we have a login blade file. So just type auth admin.login. Okay, before do this, just comment this one. I will explain you this thing later. Okay, after login you have to redirect in admin home, admin slash home. This is our path after successful login. Okay, this is now clear. And for admin slash home we have to create a path for this. So don't do anything, just copy this route and paste it here. Type the path is admin slash home, and for you explaining, I'm not going to create any view, just I will create view but later. First of all I'm going to show you the okay, so return home, say go to our admin, just logged out here, type our path is admin slash login. Here is our path. admin/login. Okay, go to admin/login, hit the enter, and you can see we have a login form for admin. Okay, but once I type the user is john@j.com and the password is, hit enter, and you can see I have logged in, but I'm not logged in with admin, and we are redirected to the home of normal user dashboard. Okay, just log out and hit the admin/login. So what we're going to do, come into your code section, and you can see in our login controller we have in very deep in your file of, you can see here is a guard. This means by default the guard is web, so whenever any user perform this action, this default guard will be handled all the things. Just copy it and override in your login controller, because for the admin we have a guard which name is the admin. So save it, and you can see we have a guard admin. And the other thing is, the most important thing, this is only for going to the login part, but when we are submit, so you have to give the path when you hit the submit in your login form. So /admin login, and this time your method will be post, and same as it is what we have did in for admin login. Okay, so admin of login controller. Okay, and you can see for the login post method we have a method is login. So just type the login method and give it a name. Name will be the admin. You can give any name. Admin login dot submit. Okay, just save it, and you can see admin auth login controller @login method name is admin. I have misspelled admin login dot submit. Just save it and do one more thing. Go into your admin auth admin login blade and just change the route, because now for user the route is only login, but sorry, but for our admin we have a route is admin dot login. So save it, and yes, we have override the guard with admin guard, and just go into our browser and type the email john@j.com, and the password is 123456, and hit the enter, and you can see we are logged in for user. So what we did we have, and you can see where is login controller. This is our login controller, but in a login controller I have not given any auth. Okay, so go into authenticates user, and here just copy the facade, auth facade, copy it and paste it in your login controller, admin login controller, and go once again and type the 1 2 3 4 5 6, and once you can see I have logged in, and this is showing our home. See, because I have defined in our admin/home, and we are redirect to our admin home, means we have successfully logged in with our admin. Okay, so what we have to do is next just uncomment this section and go to our browser and see what happened. Okay, type once again the charm @che.com 2 3 4 5 6. You direct to home page, but you have already logged in, and once I click on login, you're not going to your home page. So what you have to do, just fast and forward, just guest and provide the admin, means your constructor is you have set is for admin. And what you have to do, the next thing, you have to do some more things. Just go in our middleware, and where is middleware? This is our middleware. Go redirect if authenticated, and you can see if auth guard check return redirect home, and by default we are not going to our home, and you can see we have already logged in, but we are not going to home. Okay, see, this is our admin /login, and once I'm entered here, I'm redirect to login because I have uncommented this section. Okay, so for this, go into redirect if authenticated, what is I discussed earlier, and see, this is saying if guard check. If guard is means if you are authenticated, then go to home page, otherwise go to in your login. So what we have to do, we have to just put our condition that you are logged in with admin guard, or you logged in with some other guard. So just put the switch case, this is our card, and create a case, and your guard is admin. Okay, so once your guard is admin, display this thing. Okay, and otherwise this thing. Let me explain you. If your guard is admin, then redirect to admin/home, otherwise redirect to normal user. Just save it and just save it here, and do the same thing in our authenticated method, and your authenticated method is in your handler.php file. So I'm using PHP Storm, so I'm going to find where is our authenticated. So just type authenticated method, and you can see here is our authenticated method. in handler.php file. No, this is not authenticated, this is unauthenticated. Okay, sorry, unauthenticated, which is in our handler.php file. And you can see there is a method. It is saying if you are unauthenticated, then go to your login page. So for this, what I have to do, I have to just get a guard, means for checking which guard you are using, means you are with guard of admin or anything, just guard, and type the array get method. Array get is Laravel method, it is not PHP method, so don't be confused this. And type $exception. In $exception we have the guards. Okay, so take these guards, and 0 is for indexing because I need only one name. And you can, and just same thing like we did in our redirective authenticated file, just take it card and start the switch and create the case. Now coming back, okay, I have typed the things, case admin, when your guard is admin. So what we have to do, you have to just copy your route. Okay, I have cut the route here and paste it here and put in any variable. I put this in route variable, and when your when your guard is admin, you have to redirect to admin.login. So this route is our name of the path. You can see here is our name admin.login. So we are using the route name here. Okay, so when the route name admin.login, it will be redirect to admin/login. Okay, and for just paste the same thing and $route and put the $route in here, because we have write the condition if request expects JSON, response JSON 401, otherwise redirect to your path, and our path is what we have defined here. Okay, now I think all the things is clear. Just save it. And I think I'm getting an error because I have not put the semicolon. Everything is fine. Just go to your browser and go to admin/login, and yes, you can see I'm redirect to home page, but because I'm login with admin guard, and when I just type this simple login, you are login you are logged in user login page. Okay, you are landing in user login page. Okay, just type the username John @j.com, password 123456. Login. Your login is normal dashboard, and when I type the admin/home and hit enter, you can see I'm redirect in admin home. So we have two different login system. This is called multi authentication. Now if you have